Hello guys, welcome back to Total Extreme Wrestling 2013 TNA. This is Season 2, and we are here at TNA LockDown. Now, as you can see right here, Matt Hardy is being a douchebag and working somewhere else tonight. So we cannot use him in a 4-on-4 lockdown, lethal lockdown match, but have no fear, I have improvised. See, we're on lockdown. Look, he has big morale issues. I don't give a fuck. 1.89 on Destination America for Impact, down from a 2.04, that's disappointing. And a 4.46 down from a 4.49 on Spike. That is also disappointing. Now I am expecting after this pay-per-view, we will lose a few of our pay-per-view providers, so that's going to be bad for us, but hopefully we can keep one or two and get some more after these guys leave. Also, In Demand does not like the Lethal Lockdown match, so I've had to edit the actual match itself so that the risk levels and content levels are down too low. So that's disappointing. We're booking the show in the Izod Center, like our last pay-per-view. We have 6 pre-show matches and 12 segments, so let's run the show. In a match that had some good action, in a match that had some solid action but non-existent crowd, Zack Sabre Jr. defeated Loki in 7 minutes 44 seconds by pinfall, trying to book Zack Sabre Jr. into overness and whatnot. Old school face gimmick got an 89, seemed off his game. Match was too long given who was involved. 30-60 minus. Terrible match. And about the featured great action but not much in the way of heat. Matt Morgan defeated Mr. Anderson in 8 minutes 7 seconds by pinfall at the Elevator. 72B minus. Good. In a match that had some good action but not much in the way of heat, Big Mason defeated Gunner in 7 minutes 32 seconds by pinfall at the Full Nelson Slam. Gunner was really off his game tonight. 52D plus. I still need to go up and edit his popularity, Big Mason's that is, because he's like an enhancement talent, and that's just not right at all. In a match that had some good action but not much in the way of heat, the Motor City Machine Guns defeated London and Kendrick in 8 minutes 19 seconds when Chris Sabin defeated Paul London by pinfall and made in Detroit. 71C plus. In a match that had some good action but not much in the way of heat, Bad Influence defeated the Bromans in 8 minutes 22 seconds when Christopher Daniels defeated Jesse by pinfall, so left rights. Usual great chemistry, 68C plus. In a bout that had some solid in-ring action, but not much in the way of heat, the Model Citizens, Spud and Rob Terry, defeated Samuel Shaw and Sheik Abdul-Bashir in 8 minutes 4 seconds when Rob Terry defeated Sheik Abdul-Bashir by pinfall with a Freak Buster, 53C minus. And then to start off the show, Bobby Roode comes down to the ring. He takes a microphone and starts talking to the crowd before eventually getting interrupted by John Hennigan. Have a big argument going back and forth on the microphone before things take a violent turn and they start brawling. The staff come out, break them up, and the main event, well, the co-main event is them, steel cage match, just like every main card match on this show, because it's lockdown. And to compensate for the Matt Hardy situation, Jim Rouse informs us that Matt Hardy was involved in a car accident earlier today, so he will not be competing tonight in a lethal lockdown match. He should be fine by next Wednesday, though, for Impact. 74B minus. And then James Storm says the higher power will reveal himself tonight. And in the 4-on-4 lethal lockdown match, in a match that had some good action but not much in the way of heat, Revolution, James Storm, Abyss, Manic, and the Great Sonata defeated Jeff Hardy, Jimmy Jacobs, and Team 3D in a lethal lockdown 4 vs 4 match in 27 minutes 15 seconds when James Storm defeated Brother Ray by pinfall following a turn by Jimmy Jacobs. So Jimmy Jacobs is the higher power, the cult leader of the Revolution, who are going to turn into a more cult-like, riskier type of stable, hopefully soon. 84 rating, disappointing rating, but I have big plans for Jimmy Jacobs. A lot of people improving, that's good. 70C plus. Odd face heel combination considering Jimmy Jacobs was rated as a heel and he was on a face team. Brawl based matches, Manic, Sonata, Oh well. And then in a match that had some good action, but not much in the way of heat, the Wolves defeated Generation Me in 16 minutes, 23 seconds by Max in an elimination cage match. Max Buck was eliminated first, and then Jeremy Buck. The Wolves make defense number 3 of their TNA World Tag Team titles. So it's a straight up elimination match with both these guys eliminated, and they didn't get eliminated at all. So both teams showed excellent chemistry, 71C+. Shut up. And about the featured solid in-ring action, but not much in the way of heat. Awesome Kong defeated Terrence Terrell in a steel cage modern match, so I could use escape, pinfall, submission, whatnot. In 13 minutes, 24 seconds by pinfall, it's an amazing bomb, awesome bomb. Awesome Kong wins the TNA Women's Knockouts title, 56C minus. Terrence Terrell's improving in Rumble. Alright. In a match that had some good action, but not much in the way of heat, Kenny King defeated Jay Lethal in a steel cage match in 18 minutes, 23 seconds by pinfall with a Royal Flush. Kenny King makes defense number 3 of his TNA X Division title, 59C. Disappointing matches. Very disappointing matches tonight. In a match that had some good action, but not much in the way of heat, Bram defeated Magnus in a steel cage match in 17 minutes, 25 seconds by pinfall with a Velvet Noise, 69C+. So, Bram goes out on top in the feud. And next segment, the match is over, and Magnus is celebrating. Bram walks over and offers his hand as a sign of respect to two competitors. Okay, I booked this wrong. The match is over, and Bram is celebrating. Magnus walks over and offers his hand as a sign of respect, and the two competitors shake hands. Magnus used subtle mannerisms to hint at a future face turn. Magnus also did a quick little promo saying he's going home, he needs to rest up. He's been bothered by some nagging injuries, and I'm just going to give him some time off. He's been doing decent work recently, and I want to continue to build up Bram, and I wanted to turn Magnus face, but it's too soon after this whole thing. So what'll probably happen is Bram will get into some storyline, like a storyline, and then after that storyline, he'll get into another storyline, in which case Magnus will come back and help Bram, and might create a British invasion type stable. And then in about the featured great action and average heat, John Hennigan defeated Bobby Roode in a 1v1 steel cage modern match in 25 minutes, 27 seconds. When John Hennigan escaped the cage, John Hennigan makes defense number 1 of his TNA World Heavyweight title, 79B, and the announcing quality wasn't up to the same standard as the match. It's disappointing. Having successfully defended his championship, John Hennigan poses with the title to mark his victory, 78B. And then in the final match, in a match that has some good action and average heat, Jeff Jarrett, Drew Galloway, Ethan Carter III, Tyrus, and Samoa Joe defeated Kurt Angle, Austin Aries, AJ Styles, Chris Hero, and the returning Eric Young. Yay, Eric Young's back. Woo. In a lethal lockdown 5v5 match in 35 minutes, 54 seconds, when Jeff Jarrett defeated Kurt Angle by pinfall with a stroke following a turn by Austin Aries. So, Austin Aries turns heel. The turn was a complete success. Yay! So basically now Jeff Jarrett is in full control of Impact Wrestling. Kurt Angle is no longer the GM. That was in the contract for the match, kayfabe wise. And Aries joins the Authority. The Joe going with the Authority was just a little one-off angle to help the Authority get the upper hand, which it worked apparently. 72B minus. Yeah, oh my gosh, stop complaining. And I apparently used Magnus far too much. I used Tyrus far too much. Let's give Jimmy Jacobs complimented as a good performance. Kurt praised on a great performance. And John Hennigan praised for a great performance. Make speech. Jimmy Jacobs seemed pleased. Kurt was pleased. And John Hennigan was pleased. So that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching as always. Leave a like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Thank you again, and goodbye.